hand, this is the balancing point. I want you all to do it on yourself. I want you to take your hand like this and move your thumb towards your index finger. And when you see that crease there, y'all see that crease?
Mm-hmm.
You take your thumb, other thumb, and put on the top of the crease and press it towards your index finger. And you should feel a dull ache.
Yep.
And if you don't, I'll come over there and put a hurt.
But see, I've always done it towards the thumb.
Well, a lot of people come down,
Yeah.
but the point is actually up underneath the thumb,
I
the
actually,
finger.
yeah, I get that now, but I've always done it the
That's
opposite way.
okay, darling.
I'm just your redneck backwards girl.
Well, that's what I love about you. Everyone find
That's
that
what I
one okay?
love about you.
So again, it helps support the function of the large intestine, whatever your association with that is. The Western anatomical function, but also the energetic emotional function with Chinese medicine, which is thousands of years old.
It's a
Just saying.
first aid point for headache and toothache too.
Yeah.
So you can get, if you want to see mystify people, you can just take their hand and do this and look up. Wow.
Yeah, I've fixed many a headache out at the airport by that.
Okay,
And these are bilateral.
bilateral.
Okay.
Yep. And so here's a general pathway. So and I'm going to lead you through this too. I'm just going to do 2 more, and then I'm going to have you do it, and we're going to switch back and forth just to see how much you can take in. So we'll do this one and another one, and then we'll see if you retain that, and we'll do some more. Okay? But I wanted to show you. So and then feel on yourself. Here's the bone. This is the radius, right? If you come just on the inside of the radius, there's just like this littlest groove before you hit muscle. That's where the meridian is. So you use bony landmarks as location to put yourself in the pathway. So remember, the pathway are in between things. All right. So you can feel that pretty clearly. If you just start at the radius and slip off into the side of the muscle, that's where it is. Working, working, working. Awesome. And it comes up if you bend your elbow at the end of the crease, in between the end of the crease and the elbow, there's a little. Well, it's sort of like a Zen well right there. And you can push into it, and you feel a little dull ache. That's another subo or point on the large intestine meridian.
That's a sweet spot right there.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just keep pressing that then. But then also, this could also be used not only to help regulate the flow and to support the large intestine, but also for elbow pain because of its physical location. So just think about that. The meridians can be used not only locally, but I guess you think about it distally because it's working on your emotions and something else. So it's a good thing to keep in mind.
It also seems to be good for hot flashes and stuff like that. I know it's
In the elbow?
wind releasing. Yeah, 'cause
That's first of all, that anything that helps that is great.
I mean, maybe not every time, but it seems to, like, if I'm working somewhere,
Well, that's how it got labeled anyway. Somebody says pressing something, it's like, hey, that's not hurt. It's like, oh, I'll write that down. Or pass it along. So now we know a little bit about that. Okay, now look here. Then it comes up, and it goes right in between the bicep head. So, the biceps are made out of 3 muscles, right? Anterior, medial, and posterior. So the large intestine comes right in that groove in between the anterior and the medial. So I use large intestine, especially there's a point right up underneath the acromion process. And that's really good to help loosen up frozen shoulders. Right? Because why? It's like right there where the fibers of the pec are. The deltoid. And the deltoid, like this. So it's responsible for the lift up to 90 degrees. Right? So the shoulder is like this. This is a good point to do that. Okay, it helps with frozen shoulders. But again, also good. And then it comes up onto the side of the neck and starts feeling on the face and you get a little worried and it comes across the end of the nose. So take your fingers and place it on the side of the widest portion of your nostril and push the like towards the center and you'll feel a little concavity and some dull. Way up there by your nostril. Widest part. Like you're really bad at picking your nose. Like any close proximity at all. But you feel that little dull ache? That's a sinus point also. So that helps.
Yeah, please help. Me breathe.
So that helps open up the nasal passages.
Wow.
That's right.
She gonna be walking around
Yeah, you better wait for it.
All right.
This screws your breathe well oil. Watch this.
Okay. Okay. So that's long and large intestine. Okay.
Wow.
We all good on that?
Amazing.
Okay. Now we're going to move on to one more pair, and then I'm going to have you get into pairs. I'll lead you through it. Okay. You with me all right? Okay.
So
Okay,
with you.
next one is turn the page. We're going to look at stomach and spleen. So, when you look at stomach and spleen, first of all, look at the general location. And that little white thing is where it starts. That little white funnel. I didn't know that at first. I was confused. I thought they were going to say something. I thought it was a little... yeah, or something. I don't know. But then I realized that that's where the meridian starts. Why? Because I'm a professional. I basically figured it out. But look at the emotion also associated with empathy and worry. So stomach and spleen are like associated with the earth element. And think about what the earth does for you, right? Supports you, nurtures you, gives you a sense of purpose, a sense of home, a sense of place, right? So it's very, very supportive, right? So spleen meridian is one of the stomach and spleen so supportive because that's what you take in and it gets processed, right? So that you eat food in the stomach and it starts breaking it down, and then the spleen starts extracting the essence from it and starts distributing it around so that everything is okay, right? So stomach and spleen are about that. But then one of the things is, and it's like mother, like I said before, or your association with the mother figure, like, you know, if you're not doing those things, so if you're not getting enough of those things, there's worry, right? So there's this worry associated with them too. You want to try to keep that. That's why you feel so much in your belly a lot of times when you get stressed out. You know, it's that lack, because when we get stressed out about stuff, we feel a lack of support. You know, and then our mother gets concerned about our well-being and our survival. So there's that sense of worry. So because they're so connected to the earth, one of the good ways of helping open up the channel, we're going to focus on this move on the lower torso for the leg. So for the stomach meridian, it starts on the face, but it comes, when it's coming into the lower body, it's right below the ASIS. So it goes right into the common attachments of the quads. So this is really good to help releasing the quads. But then the meridian comes down just lateral of the patella, and it comes just immediately lateral of the tibial ridge, and then it goes right through the ankle and out the top of the foot. All right, and its partner, the spleen, starts at the base of the big toe. So it has a lot to do with how you how you articulate with your experience, how your balance is, how you're able to navigate your experience. And it comes right up, and it comes right up underneath your tibia. So take your thumb and just hook it up underneath the tibia and work your way up. And it's usually sort of sensitive up in there.
Ooh.
You know, one of the functions of the spleen is about producing blood, right? So it's very sensitive.
Yeah.
And also fascially, there's a lot of binding in that lower lateral compartment of the leg. Right, you got gastroc, you got soleus, you got tibialis posterior, I think, back in there. So there's a lot of fascial binding up underneath the tibia to begin with. So you want to work that. That really helps free up the lower leg. Just that movement up underneath the tibia. You can get some dirty looks, you know, but you just have to power through that for the greater good. You just keep on pressing. You can leave, you know, you can ease up on the pressure and maybe do it a little bit more, right? You don't want to force feed them that goodness. And then it comes up right through the adductors. So you know, any of these stretches to help open this up. So in approaching it in this fashion, Jeannie, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. All right. Now y'all come over here. We'll take a look at this. All right. Is there anything in your lower body, sweetie, I should know about?
I've had a little hit my SI joints on this side sometimes. likes to say, no, you're not moving that way right now. And I just breathe into it and let it go.
All right. So, start with traction. All right. So get yourself in a nice position where you can utilize your body weight shifting backwards, so you're not working so hard. Grab a hold and just lean back, just to get a little traction, because it opens up the hip joint and the knee joint and the ankle joint. Right. And you want to get some spatial consideration in between those joints, so things start flowing a little bit more. Also, too, any movement that you put into the body is important, because we're talking about it's based on why it's reacted the way it has because of movement or lack of movement. So just to work on the body in its stagnant position really doesn't make a lot of sense to me, in a way. But moving the body does, because you instill back into the process the thing that is causing the reaction in the first place. Be it free movement or stagnation, that's what's dictating to a certain extent the condition of the body you got in your hands right now. So you want to try to just create just a little movement, and because the spleen meridian is here, any stretch out this way, I'm feeling some resistance now because I'm only going that far, that opens up the meridian, right? Same premise as when we were doing the arms.